Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of the SWUS MLB Tuesday, doing Padres, Reds in this one. We'll go through every single game on the live show. That'll be at 3:45 p.m. Eastern time. We'll do NHL first, then WNBA, then NBA, then MLB. So that'll be the order. If you're able to make it, we'd love to see you in the comments. Padres, Reds, Tuesday night. Let's go.
Welcome to the SWUS. The SWUS. SWUS. Hey, get the SWUS.
All right, like I said, San Diego's on the road here in Cincinnati. Reds are short home dogs here, plus 100, and the total's up at 9.5. I do see some nines out there, though, so it's 9 or 9.5. Take a quick look at the spreadsheet, and according to the model, we have a slight lean on Cincinnati through 5 innings, 2.91 to an even 3, but a slight lean on the Padres in the full game. 4.93 to 4.55. So let's start with the matchup for Andrew Abbott, and I actually didn't mention the starting pitchers. It's Andrew Abbott against Joe Musgrove, so that's who's pitching. We're going to start with the matchup for Andrew Abbott. He's actually off to a great start this season, a 3.06 ERA and a 1.14 WHIP. He does have a 4.48 expected FIP, indicating there might be some regression on the way, but I don't know if this is necessarily the spot for it. The Padres haven't been effective at all against left-handed pitching on the last 30 days. 28th in WRC+, 29th in OPS, 29th in WOBA. One of the worst lineups in baseball against left-handed pitching recently. The last 7 lefty starters to pitch against the Padres, they combined for a 1.17 ERA and an 0.95 WHIP. So San Diego hasn't been touching lefty starters until they saw Max Fried, is what I should say, because they just saw Max Fried and they crushed him. 12 base runners and 3 runs through 4 1/3 innings of work. Also, if you are looking to back the Padres here, it's good news that they're on the road, that this is in Great American Ballpark, because they've actually been a great lineup on the road in the last 30 days. Second in WRC+, second in OPS, first in WOBA. To me, trying to make a prediction on this side comes down to whether you think that was just a really bad outing for Fried, or do you think the Padres lineup is coming around against lefties? Personally, I'm going to need to see more than one. I'm going to need to see them touch more than one lefty, and we saw it. They just saw Chris Sale. That was actually earlier today. They didn't touch him. He threw 6 shutout innings, or I think it was 6. It might even been more than that. They didn't touch Sale. So I don't think the Padres get to Abbott here. I think we can count on him to pitch well. Also, you got the Padres coming off a doubleheader, immediately have to fly from Atlanta to Cincinnati. I don't like that for him either. So overall, I like the matchup for Abbott. I think he can pitch well. The other matchup we're talking about is Joe Musgrove against the Reds offense. It's his first start back off of injury. Actually, the last start he made was against the Reds, and he was good in that one. That was on May 1st. He went 6 innings, just 4 hits, 2 earned runs. Solid start for Musgrove. But if you look past that start against the Reds, it's been a really rough season for Musgrove. He's got a 6.37 ERA and a 1.51 WHIP. I mean, he does have a 4.29 expected FIP, indicating he's had some bad luck. But as a whole, Musgrove really hasn't been pitching well. The good news for Musgrove is this Reds lineup is just so dead. I mean, in the last 30 days against righties, they are the worst lineup in baseball. 30th in WRC+, 30th in OPS, 29th in WOBA, and same goes for the Reds at home at Great American Ballpark. 30th in WRC+, 30th in OPS, 29th in WOBA. I will say they're starting to show some signs of life, I guess. I mean, the last 4 righty starters to pitch against the Reds combined for a 4.84 ERA, so they have been getting some runs across against righty starters a little bit, but the thing is their whip is still pretty bad, so they're not really getting base runners. I don't know. I thought the Reds lineup was coming around. I'm a little indifferent about it now. Overall, on this side, there is a couple things I like here for the Reds lineup. Like I said, the fact that they just saw Joe Musgrove, that was 2.5 weeks ago. That's solid. Also, Musgrove coming off basically his only good start of the year. I mean, he's been so bad. His first start back from injury. I think we can count on the Reds to get some runs across off Joe, and that's probably all we're going to need here. Now, when we look at the bullpen battle, it's kind of even. In the last 14 days, pretty much even across the board here. This game being in Cincinnati, if you look at home and road, see pretty much even. Padres bullpen on the road, Reds bullpen at home. As far as offenses against bullpens, pretty much even here. Both offenses from inning 6+. I mean, 16th, 12th, and 11th for the Reds, 9th, 18th, and 12th for the Padres. Pretty much even across the board. So tell me why we shouldn't bet Cincinnati with the Padres in this terrible travel spot. And the answer is I don't know because I already bet it. I took the Reds on FanDuel at plus 102. I'm already in on this one. Give me the Reds. Prop Beaver said he also likes the Reds first 5. I can see that, but I'm just going to play the full game. Cincinnati money line. Like I said earlier, live show 3:45 p.m. Eastern time. We'll go through every single game, NBA playoffs, NHL playoffs, WNBA, MLB, all of that. If you're able to make it, we'd love to see you in the comments. If you want my top bets or top bets from anyone on the staff here, head over to KyleKirms.com and sign up for Sauce Network Plus. Comes with the top bets, access to the Discord, all of that. So head over there if you're interested. Let's have ourselves a nice Tuesday night. Remember to bet responsibly, and I'll talk to you in the Discord.